Hold up, let me jump up and down, get pumped.
Get pumped, dude.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, hello, Enrique Becco here from Squeeze Moby. Welcome everybody to today's session. Let's get this party started. Exactly, Hardy. Let's get rocking and rolling. This is going to be an exciting time today. Not only, of course, everybody knows that the most exciting thing that we're going to be doing today is that we have a new Facebook group. But on top of that, of course, what did you say, Neil?
And the training, right? Nobody's here for the iPads or the party afterwards or anything at all, okay? You're all here for the training, right?
Yup. So we got a great schedule today. We got good training. I think you guys will love the presentation that I'm going to give today, and going to give you some pretty good advanced tactics, some nice insights that you're going to like. So that's number one thing on the agenda. Of course, we have a little bit of a giveaway, just a tiny bit. Just a small giveaway, and some other good things. So we're already about 2 minutes past the hour. Let's get right into it. What we're going to go over today, I got also Neil with me, as you can hear. Once again, first thing I want to ask, is there anyone here that does not know either myself, Enrique Becco, or Neil Bosley? Personally, okay, I don't.
Ken, not personally.
Okay, well, some people don't.
Heard of us.
Okay, there's some people that don't. Well, I'm going to get into the session. I won't do too much of an introduction. I don't want to bore people too much. On the session on Monday, you're going to get a little bit more about us, just so.
Have we announced the emergency call yet on Monday?
Yeah, we told people about it. We told people about it.
Everybody knows about the emergency call on Monday.
Thank you, Mel.
Didn't get it?
Well, let's announce it. It's on the next slide.
Okay, sorry, dude.
All right, so monetization techniques and advanced upsells. But, Neil, that's the first thing. What is this? What is this here?
This is really important, guys.
Fresh, brand new poppin' Squeeze Moby Facebook group. Everyone was demanding it, and we were resisting it for a little while for a couple reasons that I don't really want to go over. But there was just an immense amount of pressure. Overwhelming pressure that we finally gave in, and there is the Squeeze Moby Facebook group. Go to wpmobydirectories.com /FB, and that's just a redirect to the Facebook group. Join it right now. Avi is also on the line, our third musketeer. Avi Markowitz on the line. He's going to be approving everybody. You want to have that open because you have to be a member of the Facebook group if you want to get in on the iPad mini giveaway. You have to be a member, and we're going to do a little bit of a fun type of contest. Have that ready. Just be very attentive, okay? Be very attentive during the session because if you miss it, we apologize, but
Steve says, wow, he was approved in 2 seconds. I can't guarantee you'll all get approved in 2 seconds, but that's pretty quick, right?
Yep. And Avi, if you can also throw it in the question, in all the chat boxes and everything, just so everybody can get in on this, and we'll go rocking and rolling.
Just be clear, guys. You need to register for the Facebook group and have it open, okay? Because we'll be using it during the competition later.
Yeah. And just want to kind of put it out there. We'll try to be in there a little bit, but the main purpose of this group is we want everyone with all of our products and everything to network, to work together, to be able to also kind of contact each other, just so this kind of community can start being built up, so people can help each other and help each other make more money. So that's our main thing, and we want people to share their success stories so that other people can learn from them, and talk about things that work for them, talk about things that don't work for them, and just things that they've learned themselves. So that's our main thing. Of course, there's some rules. No affiliate links, no negativity, none of that stuff. You know how it goes. Just please do not violate those, because we want a really positive environment there. So that's very important to us. So who's joined the Facebook group? Give me a big yes.
Let us know if you've
And
already
who's
joined.
excited?
And guys, I
Yes.
know that we personally won't be there all the time, but it is going to be monitored, all right? So don't try slipping stuff in, because we'll catch you out, okay?
Yeah, we don't want any kind of spammy type of stuff, but definitely we want it to be a very positive environment. All right. Yes.
Someone did complain because it took 30 seconds to get approved.
Oh no. Hey, Avi, you're gonna get.
Avi, come on, you're gonna get sacked.
Yeah. Great. I'm looking for. All right.
Should we do it?
Important announcement. Important announcement, since a couple people have not heard about it. We had these 3 sessions. We had one Monday, we had one Wednesday, and we're having one today. We are calling together an emergency session for Monday. You're going to get good content here today, but we're calling together an emergency session because a lot of people have been asking about it. A lot of people want it, and just different requests, whether it's on the forum, through our different groups, whether it's through support, and people wanted a step-by-step plan. Now, let me ask you guys, does this sound like something, I just want to make sure that it wasn't just a few of those people that asked. Would a step-by-step, a 7-day plan, with different kind of action items on how to take your directory kind of from that day one where you're setting it up all the way through lead generation, getting clients, then expanding to social media, doing the mobile SEO, then expanding and even scaling it up through different types of things like telemarketing operations. Would that be something that you guys would be interested in?
I don't think they're interested, E.
Okay.
It's gone crazy. Of course they are.
Okay, we're canceling the session then for
Okay.
Monday.
Yeah, cancel the session.
All right, great, guys. We're taking a
That's
vacation
right.
for the rest of the year, and we'll be back next year. No. What we're going to be doing, okay, people are pretty excited about this, and that gets me excited even more. And I'm going to, I have even more energy now, ready to kind of bring this to you, because I've been working on this really, really hard over the past few days. We have it, we've done it with different clients. We've done it with people we've worked with ourselves, but we haven't put it down on paper kind of step by step. And that's what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be, obviously it's going to be quick, because 7 days in 60 minutes and 50 minutes is going to be, but I'm going to give you that quick and dirty on how you can take your directory from just having that product to setting it up all the way to that scaling it up on Monday. Okay, so be there. You guys are all already registered, auto-registered for it. You guys are all already auto-registered for it. This is going to be the 4th bonus session, a part of this three bonus session training. So a bonus on top of the bonus.
And I think you guys will all agree, right? Hopefully you've had a huge amount of value from Nick Trader already. You know, just the webinars and everything, you know, it's just been fantastic. And we've got so much positive feedback from you guys. It's just been awesome, seriously. So we thank you for that, okay? Big time.
Oh, okay. So, yes, we definitely, and you're right, Neil. I mean, that's kind of one thing I also want to do is, you know, yes, you know, you guys are kind of thanking us for providing value, but we want to thank you for seeing the value in what we have to offer and for showing up, for being here, and just making all this possible, because honestly, I mean, without all of you, none of this would be possible. So I really, yeah.
The community aspect as well. You know, it's just the feedback on the thread was fantastic. The feedback already in the group, which is just hours old, is amazing. Okay, so everybody sharing their tips and their secrets and their success with each other is just fantastic for us, because that's what it's all about. You know, from our hearts, we really want you guys to succeed. And I hope that comes across. That is what we want.
So thank you guys. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll be able to kind of give back with the session on Monday.
Can I just say my usual? Okay, guys, can you just keep your questions focused on what we're doing right now? There'll be a Q&A afterwards. I can see there's been some technical questions coming in the chat. It's going to be really difficult for us to follow the questions. So right up front, we apologize in advance if we happen to miss yours. You know, but there's a ton of people in now. We're getting on for nearly 600. So just bear with us, all right? We appreciate it.
All right, guys. Let's get right into it. So 3 p.m. Monday, 3 p.m. Monday. Be there. I'm going to. I'll be very happy if you guys are there, so I can kind of give you that 7-day blueprint on how you can take this to the next level. I think you guys will really enjoy it. Let's get right into it then. All right. I always kind of want to come in with a promise. So let me tell you exactly what I'm going to teach you today. Stay with me until the end. And I don't want to concentrate on the iPad because I don't want that to be your motivation to stay here. I do not want that to be your motivation to stay here, and I don't think it is, because I know you guys show up, and I'm getting kind of quite good feedback. But what I'm going to show you is how to monetize your directory. This session is focused on those monetization tactics and how to smoothly lead into the upsells by doing audits, doing strategic consultations that lead especially into mobile marketing and social media upsells. And we're going to wrap it up with that end of launch party, giving away some good iPad minis. All right? And no pitch. We're not going to be pitching anything. Promise.
No, zero pitch.
You're pitching us for those iPads today. All right?
You're pitching
we're
us,
flipping
guys,
the tables.
Yeah. So make your pitches good.
Yeah, you got to pitch us today, okay? We're not pitching you. All right, first thing, let's get into it. Let's get rocking and roll. Who's ready? Who's ready to learn some good stuff?
Let's see who's ready. Guys.
Give me some energy so I can deliver a good presentation. I want to hear. I need to hear your feedback, because then I can rock and roll and give you something real awesome. All right, let's do it. I'm ready. Yep.
We got about 900 yeses, but there's only 630 people in the room. I don't know how that went.
Bring it on. The easy foot in the door. We've talked about it. You know it. It's the free listing. How do you get your foot in the door? You get it with the free listing. You all already know that. We've talked about it a lot. You know how to do it. You know how to walk in to the business and offer that free listing, and that's how you get your foot in the door. Now, how do you transition? Of course, yeah, you can offer this free listing, and there's 3 methods to do it. You could argue that there's a couple more, but you have the walk-in, you have the cold call, you have the email. What we focus on right now primarily in our business is cold calling, and we're upscaling that through different telemarketing operations. However, I recommend that you do the walk-ins. Now, that might not be the most popular thing that I could say here, but it is going to push you. It is going to take your business to the next level because you're going to push your comfort zone. If you do that, you're going to learn sales tactics that you would not otherwise learn if you're directly trying to outsource stuff, if you're directly trying to get other people to do the cold calls for you. So offer that free listing, and once you offer that free listing, how do you transition into offering? One more thing. Yes, it is, of course, being recorded. Just everybody, just know that it is being recorded. You can find it in the bonus area, and you will all have access to that. So you go in with your free listing using any type of script. We have our own scripts that we use internally, and it's really easy. Already building upon that social proof, because the social proof aspect is extremely important. If you have a directory that has 0 listings and you pull out your phone and you're like, hey, do you want to get listed in this directory? What do you think people are going to say? Tell me. Tell me, guys. You know, you have a completely blank directory, no categories, nothing. They're going to look at you. They're not even going to say no.
No way.
They're not even going to say no.
No.
They're going to look at you like you're a Martian from outer space. Like
Some people are getting very basic with their answers, I must say.
No way, Jose. No way, Jose. They're just going to look at you, you know, they're just going to look at you weird. Like, what is this? I don't even understand this thing. And that's why you, of course, want to pre-populate it with the different listings, different dummy listings from your area. And this is going to be covered more in that 7-day plan on how to combine lead generation with the technical setup, so you could kill 2 birds in 1 stone and do it effectively as well. But all right, so you get in with the free listing. You show them based on that social proof that you already have those 50, 40 listings in there. And naturally, that conversation leads into the premium listing. Now, how do you want to set this up so that you can not only close that premium listing, but also set it up so that down the road, you're going to also preset it up so then you can upsell them on bigger packages. Why is this? Why is this? The reason for this is you got to think long term, right? So most people they think, okay, I just bought this directory product and I'm going to sell, you know, 10, 20 listings. Then I'm going to have $1,000 a month, and it's going to be good. And then I'm going to call it quits and, you know, go to Thailand or somewhere and live off my $1,000 a month. But which is okay, which is fine. But when we're trying to build a business, how large is that sales funnel? Am I making sense? How big is that sales funnel? Because the sales funnel starts with the free listing. That's where the sales funnel starts. And you're going to get the most people. You're going to get the most people right at the beginning. Right at the beginning, of course, you know, you'll get everyone agreeing to the free listing. Then the pool narrows to people that you're gonna upsell on that premium listing. You're gonna sign them up, and then the pool will narrow even further into the clients that you're gonna work with on a long term. That where you make the most money, that's where you're going to make the most money, is on those upsells, where you're going to upsell them full-scale mobile marketing, social media, combined packages, and take these clients, manage their entire marketing platform for the long term. So you got to kind of think, when you're going in, you already got to create that plan right from the beginning of how that sales funnel is going to work and what your end goal is, because your end goal is not to have 100, 200 clients who you do their mobile websites for at, $200. Okay, hey, at 100 clients, that's $20,000. That's quite a bit of money, but that is not your goal. What is your goal? What is your goal? I want to hear from you guys. What is your end goal? Michael, that's really good. Yup, there's two things. Two things. And you guys are getting it. You guys are hitting it right on the spot. Two things, okay? Number one, having a small client base of clients that are going to be paying you over $3,000 per month. So that's the first goal, is having a small client, because these are going to be the less demanding clients, number one. They're gonna let you work. They're not gonna try to micromanage you and go into everything and really annoy you. So that's number one. Number two, building that recurring income. Like people said, that recurring income, because that's how you build a real business. A real business is not built by every month. Okay, how do I get 100 more clients that I do their landing pages or their sites for? That's not how a real business is built. And that's why you got to take the tools that we give you and adopt a different mindset with it. We give you all the tools, but just start adopting a different mindset. So when it comes to this directory, that's what you have to also keep in mind. Hey, get in with the free listing. The pool is going to be smaller with the premium listing, and it's even going to be smaller with, out of those the pre-qualified clients. I'm going to figure out which ones are pre-qualified. I'm going to qualify them because I'm the prize. I'm the one they want to work with. They need me because their business is going to die if I don't step in and revamp their entire marketing platform. So harp on these points. When you're selling them on that premium listing to set it up for that future upsell, harp on these points of these features that you can then go and explain. Number one, tap to call. Tap to call. The tap to call button is essential. Why? Because it allows users to reach the business with a single tap. I mean, it's for us, it's nothing crazy. For a local business owner, honestly, and I'm not BSing you, this is like it's revolutionary.
Magic. It's magic. How does that work?
This is like, hey, I'm going to be on Mars tomorrow. You know, magic, Mel says. Exactly. It's revolutionary, and remember that, you know, don't overthink things, because, you know, step down a little bit, okay? And I know you guys are advanced, and that could be sometimes a problem, because, you know, that's when you get like the computer programmer, the programming geek trying to sell something. You see like the website, you're like, what is this stuff? They have no marketing time. In the end, your main job is the marketing, is getting the clients. So tap to call. The good thing about the tap to call, it directly leads into a discussion about their mobile presence, because you can explain the benefits and how easily it works, right? So you're demoing that directory. You take out your phone. You're showing, hey, you know, this is cool. We could directly call. I just tap this button. we could call the business. It's really easy. It's awesome. You have one of these on your mobile website, right? So that people can reach you easily. Like when they hit your site, you're a lawyer, so if they want to schedule a consultation with you right away, you have one of these, right? No, I've never. What is? I mean, I understand that it's good, but I mean, how would I have one of these? What do you mean? Oh, you don't. Wait, you have a mobile optimized website, right? Joe, let's call him Joe. No, I mean, I got a website developed a couple years ago, but mobile, I heard a lot of this like mobile stuff that it's pretty big now, but no. Oh wait, you don't? Okay, I mean, look, let me show you this. Then you show them one of your clients' websites that you did. If not, maybe just show them one of their competitors' websites that you found that is mobile optimized. You show them right there on the spot, oh, these are some cool things that you could do with mobile. It really allows for navigation. You use those stats that Brian Anderson gave you, for example, for restaurants. There is that, and I would pull it up, but I don't want to waste time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look in your bonus area and you'll see the session with Brian Anderson from Wednesday. There's stats about the number of desktop searches versus the number of searches that are done for this keyword on the via mobile phones. You use those different statistics. Oh yeah, and you're missing out on a lot of this traffic because you unfortunately don't have like a mobile optimized site. You start throwing in some of those statistics, and you just tell them a little bit about mobile, right? Not too much. You don't want to overwhelm them because right now you're still trying to sell the premium listing. So you don't want to get into an hour-long discussion about why they need a mobile site. That's going to come later. All right, but it's one thing you want to harp on, and you set yourself up as the expert, as the authority figure, and then you also then show them the Facebook Like functionality. That's incorporated with the directory. Oh, and the mobile, let's use it to share your business with their friends and create that type of viral effect. What do you mean? I mean, I've heard a lot about Facebook and this kind of viral type of marketing stuff, but what do you mean? How could I, do that? I don't know anything about social. Wait, you guys, your business doesn't have a fan page? Oh, and then that's when you start, talking about the power of building a community around the business, especially with restaurants. And this really depends. This one's a little bit of a tricky one because compared to like the mobile optimized site, which with Facebook communities, some are sexier than others. So just keep that in mind. But you start discussing the different types of pros that you can have by having a community and how it affects their marketing, how it improves their marketing, and boom. Right there, you just set it up. Once again, keep it to only a couple minutes, just showing them some of the good things of creating that viral effect and how they can use social media. Third thing, then you start talking about the coupons as well. Why? Because coupons, you incentivize people, and that's one thing that I harp on is when you're going into local business, and as a marketer, always think about conversion rates. Conversion rates. Always think about conversion rates. Because if let me tell you, or let me ask you, hey, I'm a pizza shop. I'm Joe's Pizza. And you come and you buy a slice of pizza from me. And I give you this flyer and it says, hey, sign up for our SMS list. Are you going to sign up for the SMS list? Let me see. I see a few yeses, but the majority are saying no. And this is true. You will get some people, just like I see the responses here. I see about 80% no's, and maybe like 10% maybes, 10% yeses. So you will get some people that will sign up. Yes, you will. You will, just by having that there. Just, hey, sign up for my SMS list. Some people will sign up. However, is that the most effective campaign that you can run? Of course not. Of course not. Now, let me give you another scenario. Let me give you another scenario. I'm, Joe's Pizza, and hey, sign up for my SMS list right now for Joe's Pizza SMS list, and if you opt in right now, you get a free drink. Let's say a free drink. Get a free drink right now with your meal. Get a free drink. If they can, if they can stomach it, a free slice of pizza. Get a free slice of pizza. If they can stomach it, you got to work that out with the business. But free drink, anyone. Free drinks are, I mean, you know how low cost they are. They make their money there. But 5-10% exactly. That's something you got to work out with the business owner as well. But will you sign up for that? Will you sign up for that? And if you like this place, you genuinely like this place, they have good food, are you going to mind if they send you text messages once a week telling you about their specials? You already like this place. You already go there anyways. Why not get some more discounts off of it? They're not gonna blow up your phone every day. They're gonna send you an SMS message. And now I see, of course some people still saying no. You're never going to get 100% conversion rates. However, you've just transformed that campaign, and you're going to get much, much better conversion rates than you did before. You're never going to get 100%. I mean, if you show me a campaign that gets, maybe, hey, sign up for the SMS list and start, get your Lamborghini outside.
Any one of you guys that's got a campaign that converts at 100%, PM me right now.
Yeah.
And we'll make some money together.
Exactly. Exactly. We'll make some money
Sue knows,
together.
but she's not telling.
We're giving away a Lamborghini. That's on the next webinar, Canute. Our Lamborghini giveaway is on our next webinar. All right, guys? And we're doing only 3 iPad minis today, but we're going to do 5 Lamborghinis on Monday. Just let us know which model you can choose, and it'll be a fun session.
Yeah.
So when you talk about these coupons, also harp on that as well, and telling these business owners, harping on the value of a list. As marketers, we understand the value of a list. We understand it, how important it is to be able to do follow-up marketing. However, business owners don't. They oh, money, oh, great, now you're gone. Now it's the next customer. No. These customers have a lifetime value, and if you can effectively drive them back in, it is a revolutionary concept to them. So make sure you harp on that as well. Now, let's go into pricing. You've effectively kind of highlighted some of these features and how how important they are and how they can really help their business. $100 a month. $100 a month, 97, 99, whatever you want to do. You get the point. $100 a month per premium listing. That's our pricing strategy. Now, like we've said in the past, Dr. Ben also made a point about this, and what he does as well in his business is bump that or cut that in half to $50 a month if they allow you to put in-store promotional material there that promotes your directory. Now, I hope this, now let me show you. How easy is this to create this material? First thing, pull out your smartphones, guys. Scan that QR code. I really hope this is the right QR code. Scan that QR code. All right? Yep, all right, good. So sushi. Get some sushi, guys. Anyone in Florida get some sushi. Now.
Phew, it works.
Now, let me just show you. You guys all see my screen. How easy this is. I'm sure a lot of you know how to do this. However, I know there's always people that don't know how to do this. So what do? Watch. Let me just do this. All right. Can you all see my screen? Neil, can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right. I'm going, and I'm going to use Jeff's directory. Let's go to the first page. And I'm doing the desktop version. I'm not going to play around with Mobilizer today. So please select, I'm going to do the Asian cuisine one. And then I'm going to go down here to the Fuji Sushi Bar and Grill. And I'm going to click on this coupon right here. And then when I want to promote my directory, as you know, I'm Jeff, and I want to promote my directory, I'm just going to take this. I'm going to just take that URL, control copy, go to qrstuff.com, right here, website URL number 1, and just throw this in there. Paste that in there. And now I have this QR code right here. That all I have to do, I just have to click here on download. And then I have that QR code. And I'm just going to save the file. And then go to my brochure that I have created or whatever. Just throw that in there and say, hey, you know, I'm gonna promote your restaurant, your sushi bar, and people are gonna come back in here because you have that coupon. So they're gonna want to redeem that coupon. So they're gonna come back in here. You're gonna start on your marketing, and they're gonna see my directory. They're gonna be exposed to my directory. So it's a win-win situation, and I'm gonna knock your price down by 50% for you to be here in the directory. So it's really as easy as that. That's all you have to do. You know, integrate that with whatever, your brochure, your tabletop, table tent, the business card that you leave there, anywhere. It could be the restaurant, it could be anything, but this is how you do it, just real quick. Okay?
Guys, do you see how that can work? How that benefits the business and you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really powerful technique.
And that's a beginner's technique.
It's the tip of the iceberg.
You know, come to the session on Monday. There is going to be some even better stuff. This is just a really, you know, small technique, and I'm gonna go. You know, I've thought of stuff now that I want to start going really in depth with some of these things and really building this stuff out for you. But you know, that was just a small technique, so you can take this and implement it very, very soon. Okay. Now, scarcity. So let's continue down that sales process. All right. We got our foot in the door, free listing. We then highlighted the different features and benefits of that premium listing and really sold them on that and set it up for future upsells by really harping on those specific points. We then gave them the price, already kind of set our value, and saying, hey, this is an introductory price as well, $99 a month. This is going to be an introductory price that I'm just doing now, and slashed it by 50%. As you can see, kind of what we're doing here. And if that's not enough, then let's go even further into the psychology of this. And I can't explain all the psychology behind this, but do this and it will work. It is effective. This is how you build an effective sales process. Next thing, what you do, scarcity. If they're not sold yet, and this is a little more advanced tactic, you do sometimes have to have that good confidence to do this. And by no means do I advocate you lying with any of the scarcity stuff, okay? Let me just get that out there. All right, use real scarcity. Use real scarcity. Number one, first thing, once again, building that social proof. Mention that you already have 50 restaurants in your directory, okay? Which you do. You don't have necessarily 50, premium listings signed up, but that's how we built this up, so you can have that social proof so that they already see, they can check out the directory. There's already 50 listings in there because you pre-populated, and you do have 50 restaurants there. Even if it's just free listings, you do have a directory that's already up and going that people can go to, and it will be useful for them. First thing. And then nonchalantly, this is where it gets a little more advanced with some of the more confidence. Nonchalantly, tell them, hey, we only for your category. I'm just going to tell you straight up, for your category, because I don't want you to miss out. And I just want to tell you, hey, how we're doing this, how we're running our process. Obviously we have to kind of, I do want to sell these, and I do want to kind of continue with the business. There's only 5 premium listings for the Italian restaurants category, and there's already been 3 taken, and I'll tell you, I do have a couple more appointments scheduled today. I do have 4 more appointments scheduled with Luciano's, with Goretti restaurant, blah blah blah. And so I want to tell you, I could give you this price right now. If you sign up right now, I'll give you this price. But I do have these other appointments set, and I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. So that's being there, that's being a little more aggressive, but building that scarcity. Why is this? Why do you want to do this? Why? Because the psychology of a local business owner is, I do not want to miss out. I don't want to lose out. And that's how you're approaching it. By not being in this directory, all your competitors, look, there's all these 50 restaurants here that have listings. There's 50 restaurants here. All your competitors, I'm going to go be talking to your competitors as well. Oh, I don't want to miss out. That's the psychology. It's not necessarily as much as building up those benefits, and building up, the good aspects. Yes, that is important as well, showing them all the value. But what's much more powerful with them is if you can show them how they're going to be missing out, and you're going to hit those correct psychological triggers that are going to make that sale much easier. So think about that. Make sure you have that in your mind, and you incorporate that into your sales pitch, because local business owners are a different breed. They're a different breed. They're not like you and I. You're here to get value. I'm not telling you, hey, you're going to be you're going to be missing out. You're here to get iPads, to get value, and
hey, can I just quickly cover something? Okay, I mean, in the chat and actually before this webinar, lots of people ask, can I have unlimited premium listings in a category? Well, yes, of course you can, but by doing that, you remove the scarcity. There are enough categories that you can, provide in a specific niche, to make the money. So why go for unlimited premium listings in each category where you take away the scarcity? The whole point of us saying 3 to 5 is because that's it. So if you walk in to a restaurant or whatever business you've selected for this niche, and you've set your maximum to 5, and there's 1 left, and 4 have been sold, and they know the next person you go to is one of their competitors, what do you think the chances are that business you're standing in front of is going to take the listing? Do you think the chances are quite high? It's not an optimum number. 5 isn't an optimum. We've said 3 or 5. But
that's, we just want to give something concrete out there, because...
If you go for unlimited premium listings, although you might feel that you've got a chance of making more money, but you take the exclusivity away and the scarcity away. So you take the immediate decision-making process away from the person, because it's not special, anybody can get it. This is special. This is a premium listing in your specific category, and there's only 3 or 5, whatever number you pick, but at least put a definite figure on it. Don't just make it, well, anybody can have one, because you're actually not going to make any more money. You'll probably make less.
And another thing, I mean, it's like, let's compare this to, for example, you guys all bought WP Mobi Niche Rater, so you saw our sales page. It's like, us thinking, hey, honestly, every word that we put there is very important, and it should have equal weight. Let's just bold everything. Let's just make it 7-point font and bold everything. What do you do with that? What happens when you do that? Nothing is bolded at all. Nothing stands out. Nothing is unique. It loses its impact. So,
absolutely,
just kind of an example that I wanted to throw out there. There's a reason that some of them are premium. So be careful with that. And hey, if you're in a big city, you can even cross that 5 premium listing threshold. Yeah. If you have, for example, did you want to say something, Neil?
Yeah, I mean, the scarcity is based on competition, guys. Okay? Because you're using that competition to close your deal. So the more competition there is for a specific category in a specific niche in a specific area, then yes, you might well be able to open it up. But we're talking about, the general town or city, the local area. Okay, Robert asked, can we have different prices for the position of the listing? So like the top person pays more than the... how you set your business model is really down to you. This is what we're providing you with now is what works. But all means, if you want to test different models, you want to charge more for the top one, slightly less for the second one, that's up to you. But I would stick to the same price for all of them, for sure. Okay, but just definitely fix a number in your head. Because don't forget, if you've got three premium listings per category, and say you've got 10 categories, you can start doing the maths yourself, right? That's not a small amount of change that you're earning from a relatively small directory. And if you've got the OTO, you can go out and make as many directories as you like. I think the idea is not to just get too greedy and just think, oh, I'll just have all premium listings, no free listings. What we're providing you with are the tools and the methods that work. But by all means, if you want to play with them, to come up with something unique to yourself, then do. But this stuff works as it is. Scarcity works.
And same thing, you know, if you're for yourself, if you're finding, oh hey, you know, I'm selling these for $100 a month, my cities may be a little different, and people are just grabbing these up. Let's bump that price up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's bump it up. So definitely, you know, use these guidelines and let them guide you, because this is what works. But every city, every place is going to be a little different. With experience, optimize it and make it even better. Make it even better. Make it good.
If demand is there, obviously play with the prices to maximize your profits, for sure.
Now,
these are, like he said, these are guides.
Now, I still got quite a bit of stuff to cover, so
we better speed up, right? Do you know it's nearly an hour?
We're already 15 minutes in, yeah. and I still got really, you know, quite a bit of good stuff to cover. So
now we're going to be talking on steroids, because
yep.
He's got to do it all in like 7 minutes.
No, we're going to go over a little. We're going to go over a little bit, but all right, let's get into it. So upsell tactics. What do you do after that scarcity? You know, so once again, you built it up. You know, you cut the price down. You put in scarcity. And on top of that, we're throwing in a bonus that we're just doing, just a special bonus that we usually charge $200 to $300 for this consultation. And we're gonna offer you a free strategy consultation where I'm gonna really go in deep into your business model, into your marketing methods and tactics, and analyze your entire marketing platform and figure out what the different holes and what the different strengths and weaknesses are, and tell you how you should kind of improve what little things you could do to improve your marketing so that you can get more and more customers back into your business. Now, we normally charge $200 for this because I'm going to spend quite a bit of time on this. You know, preparing this takes me a few hours, plus then we do the consult. So this is going to take me quite a bit, but I'll throw this in as a bonus. So first thing, you know, number one, I want to say, make sure you build the value up for this consultation correctly. Don't just say, oh, you know, by the way, I'm going to give you a consultation. No, you want to build, because you are going to be investing your time. They need to value this, and your time is very valuable. As an offline consultant, what you're providing is very valuable, so you need to make sure you build the value up for this correctly. That's the first thing, okay? That's the first thing. Second thing, look how you just, you know, framed it. Number one, you cut the price down, you build in the scarcity. Well, first of all, you show the value, and then you're adding this bonus on this just for $50 a month. Are you like kidding me? All this value for just $50 a month? Now, what's the kicker, right? Tell me. What's the bonus free strategy consultation synonymous for? You tell me.
Come on, guys, you should all know this one. And 10 out of 10.
Boom. Upsell. It's like the like someone said there. It's like the OTO, right? The upgrade offer. I love it. Exactly. That's what it is. So, yes, you're giving them. You are giving them value. You are giving them value. However, you're also building a relationship. You're taking them deeper into that funnel, into your sales funnel. And next thing, let's get into it. So upsell tactics. What you want to do is what we recommend, what we do in our business, we have an audit presentation where we basically take the client, we audit their entire digital marketing platform on 5 aspects. All right, we start with the web design audit. We audit their web design pretty much, and why do we do that? That's just like the foundation, the fundamentals, and usually they have a pretty good score on that. So kind of build up some, make them a little happy. Second thing, we go into the mobile audit. We then go into the social media audit. And why did I bold those? I bolded those because even if you scrap the rest of it, those are the 2 that are going to be the direct upsells with this directory, and the ones you really want to focus on, because that's going to be the most connected. It's like an OTO. It's like, hey, if I sold you the mobile directory and then put something, the OTO was something about affiliate marketing, who would buy that? No one. But if it's directly related, you're gonna get much better you call it conversions on that. It's gonna be much more effective. So what I recommend is create a presentation or use a presentation or anything that has these aspects, and that's going to be kind of standardized, that you take these different clients through and a couple checkpoints and figure out, mobile website, yes, no. Mobile landing page, yes, no. SMS campaign, yes, no. And add a little bit of analysis under there. Hey, what's effective about it? What's not? Oh, SMS campaign, it's not even like powered. You're not using like Trumpia. You're just like collecting these numbers. Big no-no right there. And taking them through about 20, 30 points, and then wrapping it up. Auditing their entire digital marketing platform, and then presenting the results. And at the end of it, because once again, the key is to show this business owner the holes and create more problems. You're starting to create more problems. You're allowing them to see, hey, not that, hey, if you fix this, you're gaining customers, but by not having this, by not doing good, by having these weaknesses, by having these holes in your digital marketing campaign, you're losing out on all these customers. And that's how you really sell it to them, that this is killing their business. Not that they could have even more customers, but that this is killing their business. And when you point out all of these things, what you then do, you create an entire strategy and actually map it out. Create that blueprint, how they'll go from the point that they're at right now to where they want to be, where they need to be, so that their 2013, their next quarter, whatever, next half a year is better than their previous year. Okay? And realize this, that business owners, they don't want to learn stuff. They're not interested. They're a restaurant owner, they're a lawyer, they're whatever. They're not a marketer. They're not you and I. They're not interested in building mobile websites. I mean, even if they were, the amount of investment of time they would have to take to do that, plus you just establish your position as the expert, as the authority figure, they would much, much rather, if you do this correctly, throw money and give money to you than to learn it and go through this whole process themselves. Because you just kind of pointed out all these holes in their marketing platform, so they would much rather give you money to fix it because they also trust you. You have now taken them through this entire sales funnel where you gave them all this value for just $50. You gave them all this value. You pre-qualified them. They invested in you, so you know that they do have the money to spend. They do have some type of marketing budget because they already get it. They're listed in your directory. So that is also another pre-qualification type of technique. You never want to approach a business owner that doesn't even have a website. Why? Why? You guys tell me. Why would a business owner that doesn't even have a website not be a good client, or not be a good potential client? You guys are right on. I love this. You guys are right on. You just hit it. You just hit the nail. You just hit it. Yep, they're cheap. They're a hard sell. They don't see the value. They don't understand. They don't get it. They just don't get it. And it's like, that stubborn guy. I mean, if he doesn't get it, there's no way in hell I'm going to convince him to then get a mobile optimized site or like a social media campaign. If they don't even understand the value of a website, no way. No way. And so effectively pre-qualify, and this is what you're doing with this process, whether you realize it or not, you're pre-qualifying them so that you can take them through this entire sales funnel. All right? But remember, create that strategy, craft that strategy, add that value. Basically, it's an actual consultation session. It's not just, hey, I'm trying to sell you on this. No. Adopt the mindset, hey, I'm going to give the whole house away. I'm going to tell you exactly, step by step, what you need to do. You're basically, you're taking a risk, right? They can take this audit. They can take what you mapped out for them. They can take all their notes. They can go put it in their drawer, say, okay, goodbye. Thank you for your time. Shake hands with you. You leave. And now they have this whole blueprint. They have this master plan they can implement into their business to, completely revamp their marketing platform and not use you at all. They have that. That's the risk you got to take. And it's okay. That's okay. Why? Because you just added all this value. I mean, some people will. I mean, there's going to be maybe, 2, 3, maybe 5% that are going to, even try to give it to the person they know. But that's not your concern. Don't worry about these things. The main thing is you set it up correctly, and by offering value, they now see you as a capable person to take their marketing platform to the next level, and they're going to take you rather than taking anyone else on. So make sure you add value rather than trying to sell them, because then the close is a no-brainer.
And it's all about value, guys. It's all about you providing value and answers to a problem.
Exactly. You're right on.
That's where you have to come from, right? In your obviously you want to make some money, but that cannot be your primary focus. Your focus is on offering solutions and adding value, providing value and adding value to their business.
Let me also give you a little course in finance. Neil and I talked about this before the lesson, so we thought this was going to be something interesting for you that you might like. If you might know that I used to work in finance. You might not, but I did. I worked in finance. I did a lot of valuation work. But the whole premise of this is basically building up the directory business. Yes, you do want to upsell correctly, but also when we think about the directory business at its kind of infancy, at its core, you could take even a different approach, where you're just pumping out via a telemarketing team. You're just pumping out, getting signups. Boom, boom, boom. If it's effective. And that's something we've been working on internally. Building up that directory business to a sustainable level, but creating a real business out of it. Because the real business as well, the good thing about the directory is you get a listing, there's very limited work after. Now, of course, if you have 300, 400, 500 businesses listed in all these directories, you're going to have to manage it a little bit. There's going to be businesses that call that want changes, I don't know, to a coupon, to things like that. So there are going to be some variable fixed costs, but compared to other types of offline gigs, it's extremely low level. It's small. The management is not there, and it's they just get listed and pay you month after month after month after month, and it just kind of builds that recurring passive income. So basically building up this directory business to a sustainable level and creating that real business out of it. And I'll show you just exactly how the math works, because one thing I want you also to think about is think big. Building these directories around your area. Let's say maybe you live in Florida. Doing all these Florida directories and selling it as an entire business, rather than even just getting the recurring passive income. There is maybe you just focus on getting the listings, and then some bigger company who has their sales funnel mapped out, they see those synergies. They see you have that client base, and they see those synergies. So even though they offer you one price for your business, they know if they get those leads, how much each one of those businesses listed in there is worth to them, and that it's that they can monetize those businesses. And this is all about kind of the assumptions and things you assume when you're doing valuation work, how you can kind of combine these synergies when you're doing mergers and acquisitions. I don't want to bore you with a lot of finance, but just something that you'll also want to think about. So then expanding also, whether you want to stay within one niche and expand geographically. So let's say you really enjoy the restaurant niche, you can close restaurants, you want to close that, or you stay within your geographic region and expanding niche-wise. So building all the directories around the Pensacola area, expanding to lawyers, things like that. So think about that as well. Let's go into some assumptions and do a little bit of a quick valuation.
This is really interesting, guys, so pay attention to this, okay? Just watch how this works out.
Yeah.
You guys think this is small change? Just keep watching.
And talk a little bit about kind of EBITDA multiples and things like that. We'll see. So assumptions, whenever you do valuation work, you want to go into with some assumptions. So let's bump it down to those $50. Let's assume that every business agrees, hey, I don't want to do the $100 plan. I'll let you, send me some promotional material. I'll put it in my store so that I could, drive traffic via my customers to your directory, and your directory can pop it. So let's say $50 a month times obviously 12 months, $600 per every premium listing. You have 12 categories on average in your directory with 5 premium listings per each. So that would be 60 premium listings per directory. That is $36,000 per year per directory. Not bad, off of just 60 clients. Yeah,
minimal work.
Do those off walk-ins. When you get, like I said, with the telemarketing team, boom, boom, boom. Okay. Now, what about if you expand? Let's say you want to do around your area. You want to do this around your area. Then you establish one. Of course, the first one's going to be the hardest, right? Once you get your processes down, then you're going to want to expand to. Then the first one's going to be the hardest. You're going to expand your team a little bit. The ones after that are not going to be as hard. So let's say you find 9 other niches, and you want to expand and do 10 niches, or maybe like 10 cities, in the Florida area. Okay, so $360,000 per year, and these are conservative estimates. And I don't want to say this. There is, compared to other business models, this is not as much work, but it's not a push-button solution.
No, you've got to actually do some work, okay?
Okay, it's not a push-button solution. Okay.
I mean, guys, none of the stuff that we do is, we never say, buy our products and make $1 million by tomorrow. Okay, so you've got to put in some time and effort, but that you can see now is absolutely achievable. I mean, someone mentioned in the chat, what about low density population areas? That was based on 60 premium listings. How many areas do you think there are where there are not 60 businesses prepared to pay you $50 a month? I know there might be some real, out of the way places, but there's not going to be too many, right? And even if you are in one of those out of the way places, there's going to be a town or a city near you where there are, easy pickings, people, at least 60 businesses. You're talking about 60 businesses, not 600 or 6,000. And then you move.
And we wanted to throw in some purple money in here to do the cross between dollars and pound notes. Pound notes, they have kind of almost like purple, right? Right, Neil?
Yeah, well, pound note? No, we don't have any purple money in the UK.
It's like bluish purple.
That's Moby money, that is. That's squeeze Moby money.
Squeeze Moby money.
Oh, actually, no, Sue's right. Yeah, sorry, Sue. £20 note.
The £20 note, yeah. That's what I meant.
I'm that poor I never see a £20 note.
So now let me EBITDA multiples. I'm just going to run you through a quick valuation exercise. I think you guys will like this, just to show you kind of the potential of this. Number one, EBITDA is earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. Won't go into exactly kind of what that is, but it's basically earnings before you take out the taxes and other like little things.
Hang on, Lee.
Yep.
I want you all to remember that because we might be asking questions later.
Yeah. Remember everything you learned here because we are going to be asking some questions here. Okay? So there are minimal costs, but you are, when you scale it up, of course, I'm not going to say there are no costs because there will be some costs because you're going to want to streamline operations. You don't, so for example, processing payments, supporting the changes as well. There are going to be some business that want to do different changes. Once again, the setup is not going to be, you could do that all yourself, so I'm not going to include the technical setup. That would be, if you're only doing 10 directories, then you'll want to do a, streamlined setup, but only if you get even further past that. Not with 10. Okay, so this is just with those 10 niches. So let's even say $60,000 worth of costs. All right, so we bump that down to $300,000, and those are the earnings before. We're not taking out any taxes and any other kind of those business expenses. And so your quick valuation exercise, you value per year. You value a business will usually be purchased for between 5 and 8 times EBITDA. 5 and 8 times this number, which in this case is $300,000. But this is for bigger businesses. This is for a business that's more stable, that's much more stable in a couple $1 million range. Now, when we're talking about a smaller one, we got to bump that down because these are a little more volatile. So let's do a conservative 3 to 5 times EBITDA, and you get a valuation where someone would actually buy this for, and this is actually realistic for that type of directory business because you have all those leads, you have all those businesses listed in there, and they would then come in, not only get that recurring income of $300,000 a year, but why would they want your directory business? because each one of those businesses, you have a relationship with them, and they have a better strategy on how to monetize those relationships that they can implement possibly than you can kind of execute. So they would be interested in that, and they would come in and possibly buy your business. And I'm throwing out a range here of $900 to $1.5 million valuation. Now, what I want to get out here is this something that you think is actually possible? Like, do you see the steps in front of you? Sometimes when you throw out these numbers, do you see steps in front of you of like the different kind of possibilities? Okay? And I see a lot of people saying yes, and that's I just want you to think, not to overthink things. All right? And it's not a push button.
Just to open your mind to the possibilities that you actually have in your hands right now.
So, with that, I don't think I have any slides after this. With that, I want to kind of end it off for the content portion of this call. And we're going to get to some giveaways and the iPads and things like that to show our appreciation for you guys. But I want to show you the possibilities and how the steps, if you just don't overthink things, if you don't get distracted, if you focus and really start applying some of these techniques and going out there, making this happen, taking dedicated action. So on top of that, I really want to, once again, I want a lot of people to come to Monday's session, because it's going to be good, the 7-day blueprint, where rather than kind of giving you these ideas all at once about this entire sales funnel, I want to now chunk it down to a day-by-day thing, so that you learn a little piece each day, you implement, learn a little piece the next day, implement, learn another piece the day after that, and like that, rather than have measurable milestones. So come to that 7-day mobile directory blueprint on Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern. 3 p.m. Eastern.
Sure, you're there, guys.
You guys are all.
Who's coming?
You guys are all pre-registered for that. Okay.
I want to see who's coming. Every single one of you.
Yep, who's coming?
Put it in the chat.
Who's coming? All right, I see a lot of people going to be there. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll. This makes me excited. I'm going to go through the presentation now even more to make it even better. Because when I see all this energy, that gets me excited, and I want to just give you even more good stuff.
And that
all right?
keeps coming. They're all still coming. Even more are coming now.
All right. So,
guys, did you get all this content today? Understand? I mean, obviously you're going to get to get access to this, so you can watch it as many times as you like. But hopefully, shown you the value of the tool that you have and how to present it as value to the businesses you're going to see.
And Avi, I know you're on the line. Just want to make sure so that people stay auto-registered. If you could just roll. And what? So, who's ready?
I'm not reading some of these comments now.
To get on iPad Mini.
So guys, are we gonna? Do we need to carry on recording now? I mean, pretty much the session's over. I'm going to record the whole thing.
All right. Why don't? Hey, I'll continue recording. Avi, can you cut the recording for yourself, and then we'll decide after, okay?
Yeah, it's cool.
Avi, if you could just cut.